Hello friends, how are you? Today I'm going to talk about Spring Boot 3.2 JDBC client. Okay, before that, I would like to discuss something related to the JDBC template. Currently we are using like JDBC template, right? So the JDBC template in Spring was introduced to simplify the usage of JDBC, that is Java database connectivity, and make the database operations more streamlined. I would like to discuss some of the advantages of this JDBC template. So reduced boilerplate code. JDBC operations often involve a lot of repetitive code for opening connections and creating statements and handling exceptions and closing the resources. So the JDBC template abstracts much of this away and reducing the boilerplate code significantly. And if you're talking about the exception handling, so it simplifies error handling by converting SQL exception into a more meaningful exceptions that are easier to manage and handle in the application. And the next one is resource management, right? So resource management, the JDBC template takes care of like resource management, such as opening and closing the connections, executing the statements, and handling the transactions, and code, making the code more reliable and less prone to resource leaks. Okay, and the next one is parameter handling. So it provides built-in support for like parameter binding and mapping SQL query results to a Java objects, and eventually reducing the complexity of parameter handling and result set extraction. And the next one is compatibility. So eventually, if you're talking about the compatibility, it works well with various databases and does not tie you to a specific database technology. I mean, like providing a level of abstraction over the underlying database. And the last one is integration with Spring ecosystem. So it's being part of the Spring framework. I mean, like JDBC template integrates seamlessly with other Spring features like dependency injection and transaction management and exception translation. Okay, so now drawback of JDBC template. So if you're talking about the JDBC template, what is the drawback? So why this JDBC client is came into the picture? So the JDBC template simplifies the database interactions, but can become verbose when building basic CRUD operations, right? So basically it requires a deep understanding of methods like row mappers, right? So you need to write row mappers, and again you need to be write like column to field mapping, so which can be very challenging task while you are writing like row mappers and column to field mapping, right? So to overcome this, basically Spring 6 6.1 and Spring Boot 3.2 introduce a new JDBC client API, so which is a wrapper on top of this JDBC template. So for performing database operations using a fluent API, right? So the JDBC client stands out for its automatic configuration feature, right? So what does it mean basically? So this means that requesting a bean in our application instantly provides us with an instance. So that eventually it will eliminating the need for a manual setup and streamlining the process effortlessly, right? So basically it will eliminate that row mapper and column to field mapping as well. Okay, you no need to write any row mappers for this JDBC client. Okay, so these are the advantages. So let's jump into the code. Okay, so now I'm going to implementing the CRUD operations by using this JDBC client. Okay, so so to implement this, basically we need a Spring Boot application, right? So I'm going to create this Spring Boot uh, application. So I need this Spring initializer. Okay, so here I'm going to take this Java as a language. I'm going to take this Maven as a okay build tool, and so we need this 3.2.0 version, right, to play with this JDBC client. So let's take group id as com.example.jdbc here. Okay, let's take Spring Boot JDBC client here. Okay, and after that we need this Java version. I just taken as a 17, and after that let's add some dependencies, that is Spring Web dependency, and we need JDBC Spring Boot starter data JDBC dependency, this one. And after that I'm going to work with like MySQL. Okay, so I need like MySQL driver as well. Okay, that's it. Let's generate this project and import into your ID. I already imported this project in my IDE to save the time. Okay, so this is the pom.xml file, and after that we need one entity class, right? So this is my product class. I'm going to performing um, product CRUD operations here. That is the reason I'm just taking this product as a record. Okay, ID, name and price, and after that I have like product repository. Okay, this is the interface. I just have like all the CRUD operations related methods: find all, find by ID, save, update and delete methods. Okay, and whereas I need product service here. Okay, so before I'm going to explain about the JDBC client, so I'm going to take in this JDBC template. Okay, as an example, I'm going to convert this JDBC template um, JDBC template project into the JDBC client, so that like you people get like more clarity. So where exactly this row mapper is required in the JDBC template, where is not required in the JDBC client, so that like you will get more idea on that. Okay, so this is the JDBC template. I just auto-write this JDBC template to work with this JDBC template methods. So the first of all, like find all method. So this find all method will like get like all the products here. So I'm going to make use this JDBC template query method, which will take this SQL, that is select star from products, and which will take the product row mapper here. Okay, while you are using JDBC template, we are responsible for like writing this product row mapper. This product row mapper will have like column to a your entity field mapping, right? So you need to specifically specify this column to your field mapping here, right? So that's what I said previously. And if you're dealing with like find by ID, right? So if you want to search like a specific ID, then we need to use this JDBC template query for object method, which will take this SQL query, that is select star from products where ID equal to, right? And we need to pass as ID here, and we need product row mapper again here. Okay, for your mapping. And we have a save method, right? So to save your product, basically we need this JDBC template update method, which will take the SQL query and which will take some params here, right? So I'm going to save this name and price. Okay, that is the reason I'm passing name and price from input params. And so update methods, the update method will same as this save method, but the difference is we need to pass the specific ID, right? So whatever that product you are going to update, that specific product ID we need to pass it here. That's it. So the same update method I'm going to take it here. And deleting, if you're deleting like specific product, right, we need to pass this ID and your SQL here, delete from products where ID equal to, right? So I'm going to use this again, this update method, right? Let's start this application. Okay, application has been started successfully. So first of all, let's find out all the products. Okay, I have 3 products here. It's successfully returned here. And let's search for like specific ID. Okay, this is also working fine. And so let's test this post. Okay, post call, that is saving the product. Okay, so this is my product. Let's hit this. Okay, it's created successfully. Let's get it again. Okay, computers is created. So now let's update this price by using put API call. Okay, so this is 9, right? Yeah, 9. So let's hit this. Okay, let's get this product again. Okay, it's updated successfully. Now let's delete this. Okay, it's deleted. And let's get all the products to confirm this deleted or not. Right, it's deleted successfully. So that means by using this JDBC template, all the CRUD operations are working fine. So now I don't want to use this JDBC template, but I want to use JDBC client instead of JDBC template, right? So let's go to your code. So let's use JDBC client. Okay, so let's remove this and let's add to your constructor here. That's it. let's remove this JDBC template. Okay, and now let's comment out this JDBC template code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make use this JDBC client here. So we have a SQL method which will take our SQL query here, and after that we need this query method, right? So this query method uh, will accept our uh, product class here, okay, and which will returns the list here, okay. So what it will does is basically the JDBC client API will take care of like dynamically creating the row mapper by using this simple property row mapper, okay. It will perform mapping between bean property names to a table column names by converting camel case to underscore notation, okay. So apart from this, if you need like more control over if you need like more control over the mapping, right, so you can create your custom row mapper, okay. So like if you create like your custom row mapper, then you can use a new product row mapper here, right. So as you wish, so how you want to make use, you can use here, right. So that's it. And so if you go to this query, right, so you will see what exactly happening here. This JDBC client API will take care of dynamically creating row mapper by using this simple property row mapper here, right. So this will like responsible for like mapping between like bin property names to table column names by converting camel case to a underscore notation, right. This is how this query will work. And the next one is find by id, right. So the find by id, let's comment out this one as well. So go back here and let's return JDBC client dot SQL. Let's pass this SQL, and so we need to pass the param here, right. So the param is id because I'm going to search for a specific id, right. And so the query again will take our product class here, okay, and single, okay. So single means we are expecting single product here, that is the reason I just taken single here, okay. And so here also, if you are not satisfied with like this mapping, right, so whatever that JDBC client is providing that mapping, if you're not satisfied with that simple property row mapper, you can use your uh, product row mapper as well here, okay. And saving the product, so if you want to like save your product, so again let's take JDBC client here. So SQL will take our SQL, okay, query, and yeah, basically which will take params here, okay. So our params basically product dot name, okay, product dot price, okay, and update, that's it. The next one is, so I'm going to, let's copy this. This next one is update the product, right. So the update product is same as save the product. So the thing is we need to pass only id here, right. So to specific product, if you're going to update, we need to pass that id here, that's it, right. So and coming back to delete, so the delete is, let's take JDBC client, so SQL, okay, and here we need a param, so that param is our id, and so let's update this, okay. So that's it. Here if you observe here, basically I have used like positional parameters here, right. So all the positional parameters. So if you want, like you can use like named parameters as well. So instead of question mark, what you can do is you can provide like this, right. So like this also you can provide like named parameters, okay. And so the same thing, if you passing the id here, right, so you need to pass id, okay, here as well, okay. So this is how the named parameters will work. And let's restart this application and let's test it out whether it's working or not. Okay, application has been started. Let's go back to Postman. Let's hit this get all products endpoint. Okay, so it's working fine. Let's search for a specific product. Okay, this is also return this specific product, so that means it's working fine. Okay, so now let's create one product by using this post API call. Okay, so this is also created, and let's hit this endpoint again to check it out whether it's created or not. It's created, and let's update this computer's product. So let's update this price again. Okay, and let's use your put API call here. Okay, it's updated, so let's confirm this. Right, it's updated this price. And the last one is let's delete this endpoint. Sorry, let's delete this product by using this delete endpoint. Okay, let's hit this. Okay, it's deleted. Let's get all the products again. Okay, so the 10th product is deleted successfully. Okay, so this is how you can make use this JDBC client, okay, to perform your JDBC operations. Okay, so that's it friends. I hope I have done from my side. Okay, so if you like this video, please go ahead and like this, and if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye, have a good day.